Ah, yes. You're on candid camera. All I have to say, Stoneheads, is that I truly am head over heels for you. All righty, having a glass of wine. What that has to do in that video, I have no idea. But that's okay. We play kooky videos that make no sense, have no rhyme or reason, much like this show. Very random. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well. How was your weekend, Stoneheads? Did you have a pleasant one? I, myself, not bad whatsoever. So we're ready to get started here. I think we have a very sparse crowd. Mondays are always a little bit slow here at the ranch, and then as the show progresses, more people will be tuning in to have some fun with all these crazy shenanigans that people have come to love across the globe, the Perry Stone Show. It's amazing we haven't started World War III yet. That's all I have to say. This is just for entertainment purposes. Remember that. You got to take a joke here. We do get serious sometimes, and sometimes we just get wacky and juvenile. It just, wherever we go, we just go with the flow. Wherever the listeners take me, I will go with you. It's just ride that wave. All right, let's see who's checking in. As I said, it's a very, very light crowd to begin. Pete Jenkins, how are you doing? Donna Nasty Barger, J.C. Hale. All right. And, of course, Sonny has his long-ass paragraph here. Donna has asked me a question. So, Perry, are you still working out? Yes, I am. Why do you ask, Donna? Why? Why do you ask? That's an odd question to ask me. Yes, I actually joined a gym about 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, that's all. I'm just, spend about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, okay? Yes. You can get the same cookie at Walmart for $2.08. What? I don't know what that means. Okay, we have two. What did I tell you about random comments here? Okay, you can get the same cookie at Walmart for $2.08. Well, that's good to know. Probably has to do with Sonny's long-ass paragraph. Let's get right to it. It's the beginning of another week, Perry Stone and Stonehead Nation. The Friday show was a wild one, and not sure how you made it through that one, Perry. I ask myself every Friday. On this effed up, wet, and dismal Monday, my requests and my question are related to you. To you are related. Can I request Kickstart My Heart, covered by Voodoo Child, and Sweet Emotion, covered by Quarantine? The question is, what do these songs have in common musically? Hint, Living on a Prayer and Rocky Mountain Way are other examples. Oh, my. Living on a Prayer and Rocky Mountain Way. What do they have in common? See, that's a tough one, because Living on a Prayer was released in the 80s and Rocky Mountain Way was in the 70s. I'm going to have to really think about that one, okay? All right. Is that our trivia question? I guess it is. I don't know. I just don't know. You know, if somebody gets that, Donna says, I was just wondering about you working out. Do I seem fit? Is it what? Now you're making me feel kind of like, I don't know, kind of kooky. I don't know. Bill Duff joins us. Let's see, and Carolyn Fox, the midget stalker. All right, we'll get to Sonny's requests in just a moment, so stick around. Let's see. Let's start the show off. Oh, thank you. Somebody sent me a friend request, Danny Bingler. I'll have to check you out, Danny. Okay, I just don't make friends with any guy. I have morals. Not really. Just don't want to get any of those weird hacks. Remember? Yeah. Black Crows' lives matter. Remember that. Don't run them over. We love the Black Crows. Yeah, I kind of have to piggyback. I'm not giving myself credit for the question that Mr. Sonny out of Cali, I couldn't think of it at the moment, but Bill Bass has it right there. The question, in case you're first tuning in from Sonny, was what do the songs Rocky Mountain Way, Joe Walsh, and Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi, have in common? And it didn't hit me. See, the brain is going, folks. I should have known this. The Talk Box, right? Yeah, also Peter Frampton in Do You Feel Like We Do? You know, had the Talk Box. That has to be it, right? Yeah. Those are very good. The Talk Box is what it's all about, Alfie. Yeah. Should have known that. Slap myself. But, to those that got it right, I'm not sure who got it right. I know Bill Bass. He always gets it right, man. His winning percentage is like 99. He's always there, man. He knows that's up, particularly when it comes to rock music. So, yeah. I don't know how I feel about the Talk Box. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it worked for Peter Frampton. I guess it worked for Joe Walsh and Bon Jovi. But that's it. I'm sure there have been other artists that used it, but I'm not sure about that. Is that an easy thing to play as a musician? You know, wah, 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 wah. I sounded like the teacher in Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. Yes. So as Donna asked the question, yes, I joined this gym a week ago because I want to get on treadmills and do an extra. But the interesting thing about joining a gym is that if you people watch, it's very, very interesting. A couple of things, and I really felt good today. I mean this because I do support the veterans. There was this old veteran who was trying to work out. He must have been in his 80s. God bless him. And he just came up to me and said hello, and I took my headphones off, and I said, I just want to say thank you for your service. And he said something to me that made me feel really good. He says, I serve because of people like you. And he meant that. And that was just, I don't know, it just made me feel good. But the other side is the gym can be a cesspool of, I guess, pickup, people who are single, picking people up. Now, and it's also, there's a lot of egos in a gym. Guys like to strut their stuff who are very muscular. And okay, I ignore people. I just put my headphones on and I just work out and I'm oblivious to the world. And then you have the women. There was a woman, I kid you not. So I'm on one of the machines today and she comes in and, she was good looking, but I don't give them the time of day. So this woman right in front of me decides that she is going to go on the elliptical. And she is not really going fast. But the point is she wants guys, not just me, to notice her ass. And the ass is just going very slowly like this as she's doing the elliptical. Not like this. It's just like the whole purpose was to notice her ass. Unbelievable. So, yeah, you do a lot of people watching there when you join the gym. Anyway. Let us do my Stonehead Jeopardy question for today. Of course, it has nothing to do with music. Let's see what the category is. Childhood toys. Give me 30 seconds on the clock, please. Thank you. Now, that's not to say I didn't look at her ass, but I made believe, I was less like tuning into the music. I mean, the ass was right in front of me, okay? It's just like bong, ba-bong, ba-bong. Amazing. Why do women do that? Because they want to be noticed, and the men do the same thing. They're like, oh, Sylvester Stallone, yeah, working out here, look at me. Anyway, fun at the gym. Today's question has to do with childhood toys. We all had wonderful childhood toys, but can you tell me this toy was originally invented as a weapon? Whoo! Now this goes back, okay? This isn't a present toy. This goes back, okay? One of your childhood memories. Think back, okay? Think about all those great toys that were, released in the 60s, okay? So think about that. This childhood toy was originally invented as a weapon. Name that toy. Coming up, viral videos. We have memes and we have topics galore. They're trying to cancel James Bond now because, he's a sexist with all those names that the women had. I will review those in the next couple of minutes. We're going to hear from Neil Young. He was in concert the other day, and some bizarre stories. Yeah, that's right, bizarre stories. Wow. We're going to show you Pete Buttigieg, who's getting beat up. That's our transportation secretary for not really going to Palestine, East Palestine, Ohio, that terrible train wreck that caused all those toxins to flow into the river, and some other things. And climate change people will show you decided they were going to somehow paste their hands to the concrete, right? So we'll show you that in the next couple of minutes. All right. We'll get your answers in for today's useless Jeopardy question. Okay, song one from Sonny. I love it. The Crew is here, and you may want to kickstart my heart. Please. Thank you. Love you.
Cause I'm dark on me and my heart. My kids are my When we saw this band, all we needed was a laugh. Years gone by, I said we kicked some ass. When I'm married or here on the stage, adrenaline rushing through my veins, and I say we're still kicking ass. I say, oh, kick some heart, hope it never stops. And the pain within all of this to kick some heart, give it a start. Baby, kick some heart, hope it never stops. Kick some heart, give it a start. Baby, kick some heart, hope it never stops. Okay, boy, let's rock the house.
I love it. I just saved it to the playlist. Motley Crue. That is just a rockin' tune. It really is. An interesting take when a lady sings it. I like the way she just belts it out right there. You got to have the, I don't want to say Janis Joplin gravelly voice, but that's almost the best comparison. You got to have that female gravelly voice to belt that puppy out. That's right. I agree with Sonny at the beginning of the show. He says Friday was just way out of control in a good way. It really was crazy. I love Fridays. I know you do too, Stoneheads, but man, oh man, it was one for the ages. A lot of stuff going on there. I didn't even listen to it back. I rarely listen to the show back or watch the show. Occasionally, I just want to tune in to make sure everything is operating correctly, like volume and more technical stuff. But yeah, it was nuts. Donna was in rare form. Everybody was in rare form. They were ready for the weekend. All right. So let's go to our useless Stonehead Jeopardy question. This childhood toy was originally invented as a weapon. And where was it invented? The Philippines, of all places. Let us see what people are guessing. See if we get an instant winner here. Pete Jenkins says, actually, I was thinking Frisbee, but boomerang is kind of the same principle. Okay. Let's see what else. J.C. Hale says, what is a yo-yo? What is a BB gun? Who knows? Guessing here, says Bill Duff. What are jacks? Carolyn Fox. Donna Nasty Barger, what is a slingshot? Sonny says, what is a slinky? We'll circle back to slinky. There was an original use for the slinky, but it was not as a weapon. I'll get to that in a second, so I'm sorry, Sonny, that would be incorrect. All right. Anybody else want to take a guess? Let me go check this meta. All right, going once, going twice. We do have a winner today and only one, and that would be J.C. Hale. What is the yo-yo? That is correct. How that would be a weapon, I'm not really sure. I guess you could just fling it in somebody's face. But yeah, they designed it originally in the Philippines as a weapon. Now, getting back to the slinky, that too, the original use of the slinky, 1943, the guy developed a device springs that could keep sensitive ship equipment steady at sea. After accidentally knocking some samples off the shelf, he watched in amazement as they gracefully walked down instead of falling. So the original use was to keep sensitive ship equipment steady at sea. But then it obviously became a great toy, the Slinky. So there we go, folks. Congratulations to J.C. Hale. Now, folks, as you see in my subject line, my arch nemesis, my villain. Everybody has a villain, right? Yes. The Girl Scouts are back. It's that time of year. Yes, they're starting with selling cookies. They have a brand new one, something raspberry crapola that they'll charge you an arm and a leg. Yes, and make you feel bad if you don't buy 10 boxes. Yes, nobody will talk to you in the neighborhood. My sweet little girl, you need to buy $100 worth of cookies. They're here today. It begins the horror.
They're out there, roaming the neighborhood, outside the stores, and at your front door. The Girl Scouts, now selling.
And of course, the Girl Scouts now are doing things that are inappropriate, in my humble opinion, to make a sale. It's getting way out of control. Yeah.
Hi, I'm a Girl Scout, and March is Girl Scout cookie time. All of you who ordered cookies back in January can expect a visit from me, bringing you your cookies and collecting your money. Now, last year I had a little trouble collecting. The recession, you said. I lost my job, you said. Even my own deadbeat dad tried to rip me off for a box of Mystic Mints. Well, not this year. This year, you're gonna cough up the dough or I drop my panties, run to the neighbor's house and tell him you touched me. So you see, one way or the other, you're gonna pay. In fact, the price just went up, pal. I'm earning my merit badge in Shakedown, and the new price is $100 a box.
Today's Girl Scout. She's one tough cookie.
Horror begins, ladies and gentlemen. Back with our show, your viral videos, memes, and questionable topics. So stick around. Part 2, Sonny's request, the old classic from Toys in the Attic, Aerosmith. My favorite Aerosmith album, I talk about it all the time, Toys in the Attic. I love it track by track. I could listen to the whole album and enjoy it to this day. I love it. So how you feeling there, Stoneheads? Good. Good. We have a special treat. I don't know if Carolyn is working all day, but Carolyn did a homework assignment. I say these things in jest sometimes, but God bless her. Bless her heart, Carolyn the stalking midget. We had a story on Friday about a professor, this is true, who gave the students a essay homework assignment, and it had to do with incest, a brother and sister. I kid you not. Yeah, I showed you the thing, and I'm going to show it again a little bit later on this afternoon. That was in 300 words. You had to write an essay how you felt about it. I mean, the guy laid out the scenario where the brother and sister slept with one another. They had a good time, was a one-time thing. And so they wanted the students to actually express their feelings about this in a homework assignment. So I jokingly said, Carolyn, your homework assignment is to do this. Well, by golly, she did. And it's a quite amazing analysis, and I gave her a grade on it, too. What do you think my grade was? Just think about it. What do you think Perry Stone's a tough professor. Not everyone gets an A, and I'm not suggesting that's the answer that I gave her an A. So we'll get to that. You'll see her essay, and I'll show you the original one that this professor, for some ungodly reason, decided this was important to give the students. But what should I expect today out of teachers? You got drag queens coming in there showing their asses to kindergarten students. Critical race theory, America is bad, white people are bad. I mean, this is what's being taught. How about we just stick to the basics like reading, writing, arithmetic? I know this is going to sound a shocker to you. How about history too? History is important too. Anyway, so we'll get to that in the next couple of minutes, Stoneheads. Our first diabolical article, Sonny's going to love this. There are crazy people in the world, this just in, and more people are marrying, as we discussed before, inanimate objects, whether it be a train, I kid you not, some woman married the Golden Gate Bridge, a roller coaster, legally got married, okay? Now maybe these are publicity stunts, I'm not really sure, but there are people that have married their dolls, we'll say. So let me show you this lady here. She's very, very upset. So if anybody knows the whereabouts of her doll, please contact the authorities. Here we go. Here's this poor woman. This is the woman who fell in love with a homemade rag doll. And she's been devastated after she claims their son was kidnapped. This is their son. Her name is Moleba Rocha Morales. She fell head over heels. I think I just played that song at the top of the hour. Tears for Fears. She fell head over heels for a toy rag doll called Marcello, which was crafted and given to her by her mother after she complained about being single and having no one to dance with. Just 8 months after meeting for the first time, the couple tied the knot in a beautiful wedding. The ceremony had 250 people attend last year. 250 people to watch this woman marry that rag doll. Now, dolls are cool, but that one is creepy. Look at that thing. I mean, Stephen King should do a movie with that rag doll and buy it immediately. That is one creepy doll. So she had a wedding ceremony, married this thing with over 250 people last year. She's 37 years of age. And she's saying that her baby, Marcello, has been kidnapped and is being held hostage by captors who are demanding $161,000 for his release. You got to be kidding me. You can't make this stuff up. And look at the person to the right. He's posting, just as you would if you lost your dog or cat. He's putting photos up on missing ragdoll. Yes. She can't sleep, folks, according to the article. She just wakes up in the middle of the night calling Marcello's name, her son. Now, wait a minute. This is kind of bizarre. We're getting back into this incest thing. She married the doll, but considers it her son. What the F? What the F? She also quit her job in a desperate bid to find her son. You know, it is a sad story on so many different levels. Let's look at now. Here's the wedding, folks. They make a cute couple. Now, wait a second. I know I'm just looking at her, from behind. She doesn't seem like she's a bad-looking woman. She's frustrated because she's not single. Honey, if you're probably single because every man probably thinks you're a frickin' kook. Is she feeding him wedding cake? Oh, my God. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you know or know of anybody that is holding Marcello, the ragdoll, hostage, please call the authorities. I don't believe there is a reward for him. Wait a minute. So I guess it grew up, the son. Okay, she had 2 rag dolls, one that came out of her, and then this is then grown up. I'm lost. I am totally lost. So there's little Marcello, and then big Marcello. I'm sorry. Wow. Marcello got big. So please return, Is there an Amber Alert that we can... Somebody put the label... I'm sorry. That is the kookiest story of the afternoon. I just had to get it out of the way. Okay. I can get a hold of myself there. And they call me crazy. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll be back in a second. I got to get a hold of myself. All right. Let's see. What can we play here? We did that one already. I know. I got a little flustered here after I saw that. We were talking about Sonny's trivia question. It reminded me because if you're first tuning in about the talk box that is found in the Rocky Mountain Way song, Living in a Prayer by Bon Jovi, right? And, of course, the classic, Do You Feel Like We Do from Peter Frampton. But I was a little disappointed today. Did you know in the song, Life's Been Good, his mega hit, Joe Walsh, he talks about a Maserati that goes 185. He lied in that song. A Maserati does not go 185. It goes at tops 138, maybe 140. And Joe Walsh never owned a Maserati. You liar! Fake news after all these years. I've discovered you, Joe Walsh. Get in this house right now. Liar.
I lost my license, now I don't drive. I have a limo right in the back. I lock the doors in case I'm attacked. I make hit records, my fans, they can't wait. They write me letters, tell me I'm great. So I got me an office, gold records on the wall. Just leave a message, maybe I'll call. Lucky I'm sane after all I've been through. Everybody sing. I can't complain, but sometimes I still do. Life's been good to me so far.
So Joe Walsh never had a Maserati, and the Maserati doesn't go 185. That's okay. We love Joe Walsh because he's so wonderfully sarcastic, and I love the fact that he has the most unique titles for his albums. We talked about it before, like You Bought It, You Name It, or from that song we just played, Life's Been Good. The album is called But Seriously, folks. And there's a whole list of them. Look up Joe Walsh album titles, man. It's pretty funny. He doesn't take himself too seriously, but he's a hell of a guitarist, I'll tell you that. All right. One of my favorite Eagles. They're all good. Don Henley, how do you pick and choose, for crying out loud? All right. So let's get to our viral videos. And thank you again. Over the weekend, I heard from a lot of you. You guys are just fantastic. Remember our new rule here, okay? Our new rule, if you can. I mean, what am I going to go spank you? But the new rule is if you see any bots, if you see any spam, please immediately try to block them at your end, if you can, of course. Because as you know, well, maybe you don't know if you were not here on Friday, YouTube once again took the show off the first half hour over spam community violations, and nobody could figure out what it is. And of course, I fought it, and guess what? I lost again. Imagine that. Just wish I knew what the deal was. So again, if you could help me out, if you spot a bot or anything that resembles spam, please just immediately obliterate it. Thank you from Perry Stone. Appreciate it. All right, let's see what this is all about. I think this is the Kardashians. That's right. The Kardashians decided they were going to, I don't know, do something with their buttocks. I don't know what this is all about. Looks like some lesbian action to me. That's okay. That is a huge butt. Holy moly. I guess they're getting into it. She loves her butt. Very, very nice. I think I'm getting turned on. Oh, Lord Almighty. Nothing wrong with a big hiney. They do say, ladies, if you have a big hiney, you will live a lot longer. Something in the cellulite of your butt makes you live longer. I don't know. I really don't. Oh, there's the blow-up doll we started the show off with. Very, very funny. Thank you. I'm not sure who sent that to me, but that was very, very funny. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Yeah, a lot of blow-up dolls in the news today. Because it's a sick world. We're just living in it, Stoneheads. All right, let's begin. See who this is.
Hey, Mom, it's 7. Hi.
Uh-oh. Midget alert.
Oh my gosh, our legs can reach the floor. This is so awesome. Oh my gosh, even the sink. Hey, what are you doing? This is awesome. Oh my gosh. Wow, you really have the coolest house ever.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's great.
Very nicely done. All right, well, that's good. Good-looking midget there. That may be a date for Carolyn. I'm just saying. He was a good-looking midget. All right. Let's see. I don't have his number. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm not even sure he's single or what age he is. He may be like young. Don't know. But anyway. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this Tom Cruise guy is amazing. I'm just saying. I never really was a big Tom Cruise fan. I did like Top Gun Maverick. Awesome. But this guy does his own stunts. He's going to kill himself one day, but I admire him. Stunt double? I don't need a stunt double. This is on the set of the new Mission Impossible movie. Watch this guy. 3, 2, 1, action! Tell me you got the shot. Don't tell me he has to do that 2 or 3 times.
I saw a canopy. I saw a canopy.
Did you get it? Get the shot. You got the shot. That dude is amazing. Say what you want about Tom Cruise. I don't know. Would you do that? I guess if you got paid $50 million per movie, maybe you would. I'm not sure I would do it. Not sure. But he's okay with it. He prefers to do his own stunts. Fascinating. All right, what is this now? All right, now, Danielle Dameron is not with us. She usually gets here in the 5 o'clock hour. We had played this once to begin the show, but over the weekend, little Danielle Dameron sent this to me. And this is good, man. If you've not seen this, this is well done. The little kinky Danielle Dameron, Double D, strikes again.
There's something stuck up in there. It's stuck pretty severely. How it got there, I don't know. Come on now, we've got to pull it out. Where you might feel some pain. I'm gonna yank on it again. Relax, I need to take a deep breath first. Can I take my watch back? Don't make me laugh, it hurts. You feel some pain, but don't stop breathing. You know it's stuck up there, now don't you deny it. If nothing gets ripped out, be amazed. Please don't move, I'm sorry, I'm just praying. I'm begging John, please don't go deeper. I'm feeling stretched out like a balloon. I'm so scared dark, I can't pretend. I can explain, you would not understand. I'm scared from my real end. I've got something stuck in my bone.
I'm sorry, that's an Academy Award winner right there. That's good. Danielle Dameron, wherever you are, thank you so much for sending me that. I mean, the lyrics are good. It just flows with Pink Floyd's Comfortably Numb. Well written. Damn, that was good, wasn't it? Yeah. All right, Pete Jenkins sent me a tune, as you know, last week. I think he sent me about 4 of them, and I have one left over here. If I can cue it up here in a second. Yes, Rock and Roll Love Letter, I think it's called. Yeah. Coming up next, as we wait for this to cue, I'll tell you, we'll go over James Bond because the woke has struck again. All the books that were written by James Bond, you know, they have these sexually, and some of them are explicit names for the women in James Bond movies. Well, because it's misogyny and sexism, they're going to rewrite or remove any sexist, any racist content. So we'll review the names and some of the women, James Bond's villains or women he slept with, which is most of the world, much like Kim Kardashian. We'll review that in the next couple of minutes, Stonehead, so stick around. All right, here is this wonderful song that Pete Jenkins sent to me. Enjoy it. Sit back.
This is my rock and roll.
You know, just looking at those dudes, they are the Peppermint Creeps. They remind me of the New York Dolls, David Johansen and company. Thank you, Pete, for sending that my way. All right, so I like James Bond movies. Yeah, I do. I particularly like the new ones. I never liked the Roger Moore ones because they were corny and stupid and whatnot. Yeah, I just didn't like it. Of course, the best James Bond, I think most people would agree. I've never heard anyone try to debate it, would be Sean Connery, the best James Bond. So anyway, woke has got their stinking little claws in James Bond. The books written by Ian Fleming are being rewritten to remove any sexist, racist content. We wonder if someday they'll edit the female characters' names in the classic movies. It would go something like this.
Who are you?
My name is Kitty. Kitty galore.
Must be dreaming.
Hi, I'm Patty.
But of course you are.
Patty O'Toole.
Named after your father, perhaps?
Okay, so let's review some of these names, if you will, okay, that James Bond had. Okay, they were hysterical. They were Pussy Galore in Goldfinger. Pussy Galore. That was 1963. Pretty out there for 1963. Yes, Pussy Galore, one of the females' names out there. Honey Rider, Ursula Andress, 1962. Honey Rider. Let's see. Xenia on a top. She likes to, she likes to be on the top. Let's see. Agent Triple X. That was played by Barbara Bach. Triple X, the spy who loved me. Now, my favorite, even when I was a young lad, I was like shocked. I talked about it before. Not a particularly good movie. Of course, Roger Moore was James Bond. Octopussy. I mean, come on. Whole movie, Octopussy. That's right. 1983. These are the names. Plenty O'Toole. Plenty O'Toole in Diamonds Are Forever. Let's see. These are some of the names. In the movie Moonraker, another Roger Moore movie, Dr. Holly Goodhead. That's 1979. Dr. Holly Goodhead. Well, of course you are. And he was so smug about it. Oh, what's your name? Dr. what? Goodhead? Oh, it's enlightening. Very good. Now make me a martini. Shaken, not stirred. Kissy Suzuki. Not that great. That was in You Only Live Twice. From Die Another Day, Peaceful Fountains of Desire. That's a hell of a long name. Okay. In the movie The Man with the Golden Gun, Chew Me. Chew Me. They did these things on purpose, but of course, yeah, the wokey pokey got them.
You put your feelings in, you take your logic out, you vote for Joe Biden, and you riot through your town. You do the wokey pokey and you spread your lies around. That's what it's all about. You bring your woke buddies in, you push others away. You learn gender studies, but you can't earn any pay. You do the wokey pokey thinking you are so profound. That's what it's all about. You say it's Exxon's fault that the world will burn, but I notice you don't take your bike to work. You do the wokey pokey and you spread your lies around. That's what it's all about. You do the wokey pokey, cause you're so wokey dokey. You do the wokey pokey thinking you are so profound. That's what it's all about.
Yeah. Everyone has their favorite James Bond movie. I think you all know what my favorite of all time was. Yeah.
Gold Sphincter. He's the man with the Midas tush. Just takes a push on his gold sphincter. Beware if he offers you a golden coin. from his groin. Golden words he will put in your ear. Golden nuggets, they are stuffed in his rear. For a golden girl knows he's a stinker and should stay away from Mr. Gold Sphincter. Don't shake his hand, you don't know where it's been. Yes, you do, it's up his back end. Gold Sphincter!
All right. We're back in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. How about some Papa Roach?
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. This is my last resort. Cut my life into pieces. I've reached my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. Do you even care if I die bleeding? Would it be wrong? Would it be right? And if I took my life tonight, chances are that I might. Mutilation out of sight. And contemplate suicide. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. I never realized I was spread too thin, till it was too late and I was empty within. Hungry, feeding on chaos and living in sin. Downward spiral, where do I begin? It all started when I lost my mother. No love for myself and no love for another. Searching to find a love upon a higher level. Finding nothing but questions and devils. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Nothing's alright, nothing is fine. I'm running and I'm crying. I'm crying, I'm crying, I'm crying, I'm cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my arm bleeding. Would it be wrong? Would it be right? If I took my life tonight, chances are that I might. Mutilation out of sight, and I'm contemplating suicide. 'Cause I'm losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Losing my sight, losing my mind. Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. It's alright, it's fine. I'm running and I'm crying. I can't go
Yeah, we like that
Hey,
band
guys.
here. First to 11, Last Resort from Papa Roach here on the Perry Stone Show. What's going on? All right. So I mentioned that our little stonehead, they grow up so fast. Miss Carolyn Fox, the midget stalker, she actually did this homework assignment. Yeah, I didn't think she would, but she did. Because let me review and reset for you. So on Friday, I read this story about a professor who was terminated from his position because he put together, and I'll put it up on the screen, you could see it here, this little essay thing, okay? The Julie and Mark scenario. Julie and Mark are brother and sister. They are traveling together on summer vacation from college. One night they are staying alone in a cabin near their beach. They decide that it would be interesting and fun if they tried making love. Because that's what siblings do, I think. I don't know. I'm an only child. At the very least, it would be a new experience for each of them. Julie was already taking birth control pills, and Mark uses a condom, too, just to be safe. Oh, that's good. They both enjoy making love, but they decide never to do it again. They keep that night as a special secret, which makes them feel even closer to each other. What do you think about that? Was it okay for them to make love? Give reasons for your answers and include some relevant examples from your own knowledge and personal opinion. You should write at least 300 words. Okay. So, again, I said, Carol, you should probably, I was just joking around, but she actually did it. And we need to get Carolyn out. We need to get her some fresh air. The first thing I noticed that she sent me, this is like on Friday night, she counted the words, 307 words, 1,862 characters, 530 syllables, 18 sentences, 2-minute read time. What the F, man? This scared the bejesus out of me. So let's hear her response that she wrote to Professor Stone. My thoughts on incest are clear. I personally find it disgusting, but being non-judgmental, I say if they are old enough to bleed, then they're old enough to breed. If the hillbillies say cousins make dozens, then I believe their mentality will be brothers and sisters can bang too, mister. I personally find it disturbing because the only definitive protection against pregnancy is abstinence. Now let me roll down here. Hang on. If siblings fornicate and either contraception fails, there's a potential for a child to be created. This creates a serious, I think she meant series. Oh boy, we'll have to take marks off her. This creates a series of issues, risks, and choices. Abortion, adoption, childbirth with honesty or secrecy, birth defects, and being ostracized. As for the Julie and Mark scenario, in their summation, I believe their genitalia belongs to them, and they can give it to whomever they choose. Hell be damned. Honestly, I can't. Next. Honestly, I can't. I feel there are many underlying issues or behind the scenes, behind closed doors, behaviors occurring in their family to even consider making this a subject to bring to the table. Inevitably, people will choose their own paths, regardless of public opinion. Hell be damned, without considering one small action could potentially cause a life of torment and shame if their sexual exploit were made public or a pregnancy occurred. There is potential for Julie and Mark to succeed with their well-thought-out rendezvous physically, but emotionally and mentally, I don't think the human psyche is designed for sibling fornication or incest generally. Wow. So the grade I gave Miss Midget Stalker, Carolyn, I gave her a B. And I'll tell you why. I wrote back to her. I don't think she liked it too much, but she took the B. I think she could have concentrated more on the children, the outcome of potential. When you have, when incest occurs and pregnancy occurs, a lot of times what happens to the child? The child is born with 3-5 eyes, weird lips, 2 brains, and their lifespan is very, very short. I would have liked to see more about that as a reason why that may be not a good idea. But all in all, I thought she did a very, very good job. The little Carolyn boy, very impressive. So I gave her a B. Thank you for doing your homework assignment. Wow. That's all I could say is wow. She also sent me some memes here. We often talk about tattoo regrets. Here's one for you. Okay. I guess the guy has a new girlfriend, Carla. And the other 3, boy, he went through girls, I'll say that. Which, again, if you're going to have a tattoo, that's wonderful. But I always say the moral of the story is don't get anyone with, unless you're absolutely damn sure that it's forever, don't get anybody's name tattooed on your body. You'll regret it. That's all I have to say. Yeah. Well, at least he has a sense of humor about it. Let's see. What's this all about? New Facebook game, take a shot every time someone takes a meme too seriously. Yeah, don't we all know about that? Most of us have been in jail with Facebook many times. Oh, there's that toe thing, which, yeah, thank you for that. Lactose intolerant. That's me. If this picture bothers you, then I guess I am lactose intolerant. All right. Thank you very much, and congratulations to Carolyn for doing that. Wacky. All right, we're back. Here's Journey on the Perry Stone Show. Here, I heard this in the gym. I had to get a cover of it. I don't know. Well, they play a lot of Journey at my gym, which that's why I bring my headphones in, quite frankly. Girl Can't Help It, Journey here. All righty. Rocking and rolling here on a Monday. How you feeling there, Stoneheads? Thank you very, very much for joining me around the world. Yes, we are all over the world. All right, let's see what else was sent to me. How do you know you're having a bad day? You think you're having a bad day? This is a bad day right here. Check this out. we talk about this over and over again. These, whatever it is, people cannot judge. And we've talked about the truckers, particularly in Charlottesville. It does happen all over the country, but Charlottesville, when I was there, was well known for trucks not exactly knowing the height of their trucks and slamming into the overpass and creating a lot of damage, a lot of mayhem, a lot of traffic. But again, this is... do you not know? I mean, you have eyes. You're not going to make it, man. What are you doing? Seriously. Oops. Hope that dude has insurance. Now, we talked about the wokeness of people out there, which, to be honest with you folks, I'm just going to say this right now. It is the single damnest thing we have to get rid of in this country. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, their beliefs, right? I appreciate that. But woke wants you, if you don't believe what they believe, they cancel you, you lose your job, you're never heard from again, they beat you up constantly, not physically, but mentally. It's like they don't respect anybody's opinion. So that's the thing I have. We could disagree about a lot of things, that's fine, and still be friends and go our own way. But woke wants to take you down if you don't believe what they believe. So case in point, some restaurant, Texas restaurant, is being slammed for using photos of Caitlyn Jenner before and after her transition on bathroom doors. As you can see, I think this is very clever. Very clever. There's the women's bathroom. There's the photo of Caitlyn Jenner for the women. And, of course, for the men, you have Bruce Jenner, right, before he transitioned. What is wrong with that? It's actually a compliment. She wants to be considered Caitlyn. She is a woman. But everybody has a problem with it, okay? I don't know what, maybe you could tell me. I don't know what people are bitching about. They bitch, I'll tell you why, because people bitch about everything on this planet. So that's it. I hope they keep it up. I think that was funny. Not bad. And hey, we all know Caitlyn Jenner. We all know Bruce Jenner. And even if you don't know them, they still have the little logos next to them that denote women and then men. I think that's fabulous. Only in Texas, but of course, you can't be joking around with that stuff anymore. Yes, you get canceled. Well, here on the Perry Stone Show, we joke around and we're damn proud of it. That's right. Although they try to cancel us, but it just is not working. By the way, I did want to say happy birthday to Neil Sean of Journey. He is 69 today. Whole mess of things happening with him and Steve Perry, lawsuits. The new lead singer is upset. He wants to leave because he's been bullied, he's been hazed, and I don't know. There's a whole bunch of crap going on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Valentine's Day is around the corner, right? No, it's not. It went, didn't it? Yeah. What day is it? Oh my God, I forgot Valentine's Day. It's February 27th. Where the hell have I been? Oh my word. But anyway, how about a late Valentine's Day gift? Okay, how about this? Ladies, would you like this? This is the funny erectable pendant. Only $20. Wouldn't you love to have this around your neck? I think it's actually tastefully done. Why you'd want this? Who the hell knows? I think it's rock and roll, baby. It was $40. Now the funny erectable pendant is $20. Cool. Very, very cool. All right. So maybe next Valentine's Day you may want to get that. Donna would look good. Nasty Barga would look good in that. Maybe I'll get that for you, Donna, if you want that. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's see what we have here. Here is an old Rolling Stones deep cut. Always loved it off the Some Girls album. Never gets airplay. Never, ever gets airplay. But one of my favorite tracks is this one. The Whip Comes Down on the Perry Stone Show. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Yes. Yes, when the whip comes down, a little kinky action from the Rolling Stones on the Perry Stone Show. All right, let's take you now to some climate activists. This lady concreted herself to the road. That's right, so people couldn't get through because, we're just not doing enough to save the planet, so we have to act like an asshole. There we go. And make life difficult for everybody. What a great way to send out that message, to be taken seriously about climate change. Here she is doing her thing. That's concrete, trying to get that thing out of there. She really did it good. Yeah. The answer for me would get a big tractor trailer. I mean, the heaviest truck to run over her hand. That would certainly alleviate all the issues right there with her hand being concreted there. I mean, that it would, I think the tire could definitely help her out there. Just asking, just saying, okay? Thinking of ways, tell you. Now, how many times have you been hit by a shopping cart at the grocery store, okay? Or maybe your car? Well, there's money to be made, evidently. That's right. This lady is suing Walmart because it happened to her. Check this story out. Kooky.
On February 23rd of 2020, Christine Christopher was grabbing a grocery cart to go shopping in Walmart. As you can see in the video, she was hit by a group of cars being pushed by an employee. Christopher claims she blacked out for a second after being hit.
And when I came back to myself, I realized I had been hit and my legs were scarred up, my neck was hurting, my back was hurting, and I was just all messed up.
She filed a lawsuit in hopes of compensation for her injuries.
The lawsuit was filed weeks after this incident happened, but I had a lawyer during that time, but now I'm representing myself in Walmart. Now we've been going to court, but they've been denying that this ever happened, and they're not Walmart.
Christopher says till this day, she's still dealing with the injuries from the incident and is receiving treatment. She says she's taking medications to help with post-traumatic stress, nightmares, and even to eat. A doctor's notes from May of last year shows she was diagnosed with a spinal disease secondary to the accident.
Well, I'm suing them for $3 million, like that, but I don't know what I'll be getting, but that's what I'm asking for.
Christopher says she deserves every bit of it because she will never be the same as how she was before being hit.
Instead of short term, they need to pay me for long term because it's been 3 years now, and I'm still having the same pains and all that stuff, and my insurance shouldn't be paying for what Walmart employee calls.
All right, well, we'll see how that goes. It didn't really look, I don't begrudge her if she was really injured. It seems a little suspicious. I didn't see anything really egregious in that video. Yeah, she ran away, but you see, this is what attorneys do. They pile on. Wait, we have to sue for emotional distress. That's right, you're emotionally, well, maybe she was. I don't know it. But you think Walmart, the big corporation that Walmart is, would just give the woman some, they're one of the richest companies in the world. Give her something, for crying out loud. Why do why are you denying it? It's on camera. You could see it. But I guess they feel that she really wasn't injured. And to be honest with you, if I'm on the jury, I didn't see anything that would, she wasn't run over, or maybe there's another tape I don't know about. But anyway, $3 million, not bad. Getting hit with the shopping cart. Yeah, okay. Way to go there. All right, we shall be back in a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's play a little bit of, people love this song. This is just one of those songs from the 70s that people really, really love. I know you guys like it too. It's something very, very mysterious. It's like a Halloween kind of thing. Devil Woman, Cliff Richard.
Since the day I saw the cat at my door,
Cliff Richard's Devil Woman. Always loved that song, especially on Halloween. But hey, we can play it anytime we want. Why? Why the hell not? That's what I say. All right, let's see what else is going on, Stoneheads. More of you sent me a lot of stuff, so we got to get to it here. Get cracking. Donna Nasty Barger sent me this, and this is what happens to me. You know, I'm kind of searching for a new car, but I don't know what to get. I really don't. There's just so many choices out there. So I went, a little car shopping over the weekend, and, I just got distracted because there's just so many vehicles, at the dealership. I don't know what to choose from, It just drives me nuts. Yeah, just drives me nuts. It's really bad where I'm trying to look at the car and this woman is just, just rude. People are just damn rude anytime. I'm saying it. And then, of course, she's not with us today, but Elizabeth Larney sent me some tape. I guess she was instructing some people how to mount a horse, but it didn't work out right. I think it went the other way around. The horse started mounting people. That Elizabeth Larney. Yeah, that's not good, man. Bueno. Yeah, sorry about that, Elizabeth. Telling you. All right, now here's a new game. We always look for adult games to play on the weekend. I love this. Get yourself a bug zapper and some alcohol, and this, to me, denotes fun.
Do it, John.
Yeah. Let me see this again.
Do it, John.
I'm sorry. Okay. I think that's a new game. Get a bug zapper, and ladies, take your tops off. The men will do the same, as you see, and we go right to the nipples. That's fun. You got alcohol involved. I'm telling you, these are great adult games. That's all I have to say. I got to try that on my nippies this Saturday. Yes, exhilarating. Yummy. Oh, there's my Facebook page. I don't know what it's doing up there, but okay. Hi, Facebook page. That's right. Cocaine Bear did very well at the box office this weekend. They're already working on a sequel, but now, I kid you not, I don't know if this is the Sci-Fi Channel, but they were quick to now. This is going to be on TV, I believe. Attack of the Meth Gator. That's right. Somehow, some way, the gator gets a whole bunch of meth and goes on a killing spree. This is an actual movie, not a bit, folks. Soon to be released. Attack of the Meth Gator. Wow. See, all you need is drugs and an animal, and man, you're going to make a lot of money. A lot of money. Yeah. All righty. We shall continue in the next couple of minutes, Stoneheads. How about some Metallica? Yeah, let's play some Metallica for you crazy knuckleheads. Back in a moment. This is Fade to Black. the mighty Metallica. And Fade to Black. That's off the Midget Stalker playlist on the Perry Stone Show. Our friend Neil Young, not everyone's cup of tea, sang at his first appearance since 2019. That's right, a rare appearance from Neil Young at the United for Old Growth March and Rally Saturday in Victoria, British Columbia, where he played a number of his songs for the crowd. It was his first appearance live since Farm Aid back in September 2019. Here is some of the modest performance of Mr. Neil Young.
I want to live, I want to give. I've been a miner for a heart of gold. It's these expressions I try to give that keep me searching for a heart of gold. And I'm getting old.
All right, there you go. He sounds pretty good, Neil Young, if you're into Neil Young. Yes. Let me see who's checking in. I'm sorry, my chat room. There's the crazy train. My chat room was inoperative. I wonder where everybody went, and I'm sorry about that. Danielle Dameron is checking in. Also, Elizabeth Larney. Very, very good. All right. So, Woody Harrelson hosted Saturday Night Live, and again, with the wokey pokey society that we live in, some people took him to task because on SNL this past weekend, during his monologue, he may have outed himself as a full-on anti-vaxxer conspiracy theorist. He told a joke about a script he read back in 2019 before the pandemic actually hit, and how ridiculous and unrealistic it was. Here's exactly what he said on Saturday Night Live.
So the movie goes like this. The biggest drug cartels in the world get together and buy up all the media and all the politicians and force all the people in the world to stay locked in their homes, and people can only come out if they take the cartel's drugs and keep taking them over and over. I threw the script away. I mean, who is going to believe that crazy idea? Being forced to do drugs? I do that voluntarily all day long.
All right, so he's under fire because if you're an anti-vaxxer, you're a bad person. You're a racist. Now, if you've not heard the news, Bill Duff probably would be all over this. We learned today, because if you recall back, maybe last year, a year and a half, if you went on TV, one of the news talk stations, and said that the COVID pandemic was created in a lab, you were basically thrown away like a piece of shit. You know? No, it's impossible. Dr. Fauci said it was impossible. Well, you learned today that's not exactly true. China's all over it, because we found out today that indeed it was produced in the Wuhan lab. So all those, and you know who said it before he was ousted as president and everybody called him a racist? President Trump. If you go back to the tape, he actually said he had no doubt that it was produced in a lab in China. But everybody here, if you said that, Eric Clapton, all those people, you are just a bigot. You don't know what you're talking about. You're just saying that because you're down on Chinese people. Came out today, and China is not happy about it. Oh, this is propaganda, false propaganda. We're not happy about it. First they shoot down a balloon. They shoot down a balloon, and then they say we created it on purpose. Yeah, you don't know, fat lazy Americans. No, but it's true. And how about that Dr. Fauci, who said that it was not created in a lab? We haven't heard from him in a while, have we? And they shut down the entire country, which was really a bad thing. Now we see in hindsight, which is 2020, it was a terrible thing to shut down the entire country. It did more harm to us than good, and it didn't work. And masks didn't work. We now know that. Making kids wear masks not seeing people's faces. It was horrific. But will anybody pay for these things that they did to the American people? Nope. Nope. So that's a bit of information that came out today, okay? It's interesting that Woody Harrelson did that monologue there. Fascinating. I just can't, I'm sorry, folks, you know, maybe one day when we're long and gone, there'll be a president, there'll be administration, Democrats and Republicans will get along, and everybody will be happy, and things will be nice in the world, but right now it blows monkey ass. I'm sorry. All right, here's an interesting little tidbit for you. Over the weekend, a lot of stuff is happening with trains. Some truck got stuck on the railroad tracks. Not a good place for it to get stuck, and well, here. Oh my. Not good at all. Well, that's going to clean up on aisle 8. Yeah. Listen to that again. Boom. Well, I don't know what's happening with trains lately, but I personally do not like it whatsoever. Yeah. All right. We'll be back in a moment, folks. More stuff coming your way. The sun is out here, which has been raining and crappy all day, but the sun will come out tomorrow. What was that, Annie? Oh, my God. Did I just reference Annie and sang Annie? Please shoot me now. Put me out of my misery.
City
Some backdoor action. Yeah, baby. You want a shag? Deep Purple. Love that one. Just rocks. Do my eyes deceive me? The sun just came out, and I see something on the chat room. It can't be. Say it ain't so, Joe. Bill Duff, one of our fabulous Stoneheads. You get pedicures pretty often? Really? Okay, cool. There's nothing wrong with a guy getting a pedicure. Some guys need it, okay? But, wow, that just shocked me for some reason. Pedicure. I swear to you, I have never gotten a pedicure. I've never. There's nothing wrong with it. And it looks like your wife gets tired of you climbing trees. So your wife makes you get a pedicure? There's that pedicure. Have you seen it? Where they have fish that actually chew the skin off your feet, the bottom of your feet. It's disgusting, but you put the ladies, you pay now. They come in with a big bowl of these fish, these type of fish. There's like 100 of them. And as soon as you stick your foot into the bowl, the fish start chewing away at your feet. Now, you see, that might be interesting. I may try that. All right, Bill, has the pedicure? Did you get painted toenails? Do they paint your toenails? Inquiring minds want to know, Bill Duff. Hey, look, you know how I feel about feet, but if if it makes your feet, improves the look of your feet and the feel too, it's just as important, then I'm all for it. But no, I'm sorry. Not something I would go and do. I don't know why, because I don't like feet, and I'm not sure I want people that I don't know handling my feet. I'm just saying. Carolyn Fox says, I had one pedicure, and they messed up my toenail. I do my own now. Wow, they messed up your toe. Which toe? Which toe with the toenail did they mess up? Was it the big piggy? Send me a photo once again of your feet and point out for the class. Here's your next homework assignment. Send me a picture of the toe. They messed up your foot, your toenail. I'd like to see which one. I want to do some research on it. Oh, my God. Oh, that is too much. Let's see. Danielle has a comment about Dr. Fauci. Everybody knows Fauci is the biggest liar that ever lived. He should be locked up with the rest of the criminals. That's right. Toss Cuomo in too. I couldn't agree with you more, Double D. But as I said before, I think it was on Friday, politicians get away with anything and everything. You're right. They should lock all these assholes up. They get away with it. And Fauci, do you realize Fauci makes more money than the president? He's like the highest paid guy in Washington. And he made us go through hell, this guy. And we put him up on a pedestal as the god of science. He even said, here is ding, ding, ding in your head when he said, and I quote, if you disagree with me, you disagree with science. Like, he's science. That's the egomaniac that Dr. Fauci is. You disagree with me, you say I'm wrong, you're disagreeing with science. I am science. That was the telltale sign for me that this guy, no. But this will go away. Nobody will be charged. We'll talk about it, but it'll be swept under the rug. Politicians get away with everything. It's a shame. It's a shame what they did to our country, because none of it was right. And Danielle Dameron lost her gig because she would not be vaccinated. And now we learn in so many ways that you didn't have to be vaccinated, because people who got vaccinated got COVID back 2 or 3 times. And they'll tell you, well, the symptoms would have been much worse if you didn't get vaccinated. Bullshit. Bullshit. No. Yeah, you just need one more booster. One more booster. One more booster. It didn't happen. It didn't work. Wearing masks didn't work. Really is terrible. I told you I didn't get vaccinated. And look, to each his own. If you got vaccinated, more power to you. I don't care. To each his own. It should be left up to the individual. People shouldn't lose their job because they didn't want to get vaccinated for religious reasons or whatever their reasons were. That's up to the individual. But so many people. I know people in the radio business that lost their jobs. Company I used to work for, Cumulus Broadcasting, they fired a lot of people because they refused to get vaccinated. And they still put advertisements in there. You must be vaccinated to work for this company. I told you, I had COVID. I told you that. A couple of weeks, I felt like cheat. Then that was that. Went to get tested. I had it for 14 days. He said your body took care of it. The antibodies your own body took care of it. So, to each his own. Well, let me know, Bill Duff, how your pedicure looks. I'd like to see photos. Let's see. Somebody's on Twitch I'm not familiar with. Iris Micah Ella. I want to try that. Whatever it is. Okay. Thank you for watching. Let's see. You got me started there, Danielle, with Fauci. Yeah. Anyway, it should be up to the individual. That's what America is. No one should lose their job because you refuse to get injected. If that's your thing, I respect that. But it shouldn't be forced upon you. That is just, that whole thing, man. I'm sorry. You got me going now. All right, let's see what else is going on before I have a heart attack today. You like wine? I think Elizabeth Larney drinks a lot of wine. That's okay. I like wine too. A lawmaker in Florida is pushing to repeal, get this law, pushing to repeal a law that states you cannot purchase a big bottle of wine that's over 1 gallon. Why? Here is Florida State Rep Chip LaMarca talking about why he thinks it would be a good idea to get rid of this rule.
If you purchase or import into the state of Florida a larger than 1 gallon bottle of wine, it's a misdemeanor in the first go around. If you get caught, the second time it is a third-degree felony. So punishable by fines and possibly jail time to buy a bottle of wine. So we think that's kind of ridiculous. People have better things to do with their time, and certainly our men and women in blue have a lot better things to do with their time. So I think we should just repeal this bad law and allow people to buy very large bottles of wine.
Ma'am, I'm Officer Stone. What's that in your grocery bag? Is that a big bottle of wine? Put your hands up right now. Put the wine down. It's a big, big bottle of wine. It's a gallon. Handcuff her. Holy shit. You better repeal that. It's against the law to buy a big bottle of wine over 1 gallon. Now, mind you, if you bought like 10 bottles, it's okay. Florida. Here's another story out of Florida. A neighborhood is being left with safety concerns after they've been targeted multiple times by people throwing eggs at vehicles and houses. Here are some of the neighbors. Remember when you were a kid, Halloween, you used to throw eggs, toilet paper at the house? You can't have any fun anymore.
Bam, bam, bam. Something hit my car, but I didn't know what it was. I thought I hit someone. I pulled over near the country club and looked and saw, and it was eggs. Mostly, I was just worried about what if that had been someone who swerved and hit one of those palm trees. I was a kid, too. We did mischievous things all the time. But you don't sort of think through, what if the person behind the wheel loses control of the car?
I've probably egged houses, toilet papered houses, and done other things. I've never hurt a human or caused any massive damage.
If this happens Friday nights, we might need to have a covert op. We're going to bring them over. Yeah. Put their camera
might have an egg
on.
fight.
We'll get some Nerf guns out.
Can't we all just get along? Back in a second. A little, is this Pearl Jam or Eddie Vedder Solo? I think it's Eddie Vedder Solo. I think. I get it confused. Yes, it is.
When I walk beside her, I am the better man. When I look to leave her, I always stagger back again. Once I built an ivory tower so I could worship from above. When I climbed down to be set free, she took me in again. There's a big heart. when she comes to greet me, she is mercy at my feet. Yeah, when I see her bitter charm, she just throws it back at me. Once I dug another grave to find a better land, she just smiled and laughed at me and took the blues back again. There's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. Ooh, in a big hard world. There's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. Ooh, in a big hard world. When I go to cross that river, she is comfort by my side. When I try to understand, she just opens up her hands. There's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. Ooh, in a big hard world. Once I stood to lose her when I saw what I had done. Bound down and threw away the hours of her garden and her son. So I tried to warn her, I turned to see her weep. 40 days and 40 nights, and it's still coming down on me. There's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. Oh, in a big hard world. Oh, there's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. Oh, in a big hard world. Oh, there's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. Oh, in a big hard world. Oh, there's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. In a big hard world. There's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. Oh, in a big hard world. Oh, there's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. In a big hard world. There's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. In a big hard world. Oh, there's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. Oh, in a big hard world.
You know what I like best about that song? It's not redundant. Just saying, not redundant at all. That's why I love it. No, it's actually a very pretty song. So, I think you could have cut it like a minute or so. I get it. Big hard son. Eddie Vedder. Okay, that is solo, right? I get it mixed up. Sometimes there's solo Eddie Vedder, then there's Pearl Jam and whatnot. So a lot of folks commenting on the revelation about COVID and the actual virus of COVID created in China's Wuhan lab, despite what many experts told us was wrong. Thank you. Elizabeth sending me some love messages. How are you? I'm just kidding. That was Elizabeth, though. I don't know what she's sending me. But, yeah. So it seemed as, let's see, Danielle, you're working at Martha Jefferson again? Let's see. Good for you. I'm glad you got your job back. No, you were at UVA. I forget. You're still unvaxxed but happily employed at Martha Jefferson Hospital. Thankfully, they are respectful of my religious exemption to the jab. Very good. I like Martha Jefferson. I was there a few times. I forget why. I don't remember. Probably for testosterone. On his way back in Charlottesville. And still wearing no good mask at work, though. They don't work. I mean, if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. It should not be mandated, particularly with children. Here's the thing on a serious note. Children, when they're developing, they want to see faces. They're faces of their schoolmates. And you can't see, it's like you can't see it's ridiculous. It was so ridiculous. And the masks don't work. They don't. Anyway, we'll see what happens with these people. Carolyn Fox says, my former pastor and I are only members not to get the shot, so I can't say religious exemption. It's my personal choice. Again, it's a personal choice. Everybody has the right to make the personal choice for what they believe. If you want to get shots and boosters, so be it. I'm not going to put you down for it. It's just not my thing. And it's, I'm glad I made that decision. It's not for everyone. A shot may work for those that are totally unhealthy. For the obese, maybe somebody that has diabetes, maybe it works. I'm not really sure. I'm not a doctor, but I play one on social media. But for me, one of the things about me, good, bad, or indifferent, I kind of, when I hear things in the news, I get very suspicious and the light goes off. Everybody was panicking, and rightfully so, when COVID hit. But there was just some things that this push to get this vaccination, and I suspected foul play. Something didn't sit right with me, and I get that ping in my stomach that tells me, it's sort of like the guide. It's navigating me in my decision, saying, wait on there. You got the president on there. Do you remember Biden? Biden faced the nation and scolded you for not getting jabbed. You are killing your fellow Americans if you don't get vaccinated. And he's tired of it. He was mad. You are doing a great disservice to your fellow Americans by not getting vaccinated. You are killing your fellow Americans. And he looked right in the camera and said, we're going to do something about you people that don't get vaccinated. This is what they created. It's wrong. I'm enjoying the conversation. Carolyn says, I was pressured at the job. I told them, fire me. Good for you. Well, you don't want to get fired. That's when I went to my bartending job. I'm still there too. Okay. Well, good. We know that you're there. Okay, good. All right. So on another topic, I thought this was very interesting. Americans are changing the way they view relationships. A lot more folks are not getting married. Article here, Americans are increasingly cheating on partners and more open to multiple lovers and less keen on monogamy, a new survey on changing attitudes to sex and love has revealed. This month, it shows that while most Americans still want a wholly monogamous marriage, the numbers are slipping as people increasingly accept some degree of dallying. There's a word for you, dallying. Hey, baby, you want to dally tonight? There's a new word, a dallying. Meanwhile, polygamy, the custom of having more than one spouse at the time, remains mostly taboo, but nearly a fifth of the United States adults say it will be legal within 50 years. Polygamy. I have no problem with that. You're not hurting anybody. If it's mutual, you want to have 5 wives, 5 husbands, what's the big deal? That's what I say. If you're okay with it, if everybody's okay with it. For many, the trend is not surprising, echoed in the celebrity cheating scandal involving stars Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly, and the open marriage between Will Smith. Get my wife's name out of your effing mouth! Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith. So there you go. That's the changing norms in our society. It's not for everybody. But I'll tell you this. If polygamy becomes legal, I want to say this and make this announcement right now. I want to marry you stoneheads. Would you take my hand in marriage? Would you? All of you. Okay? Seriously. I am a minister. I could marry everybody. We could marry. Take my hand. I promise to love, be totally devoted to you. I love you so much. I've never met a group of people that I love so much. Please, take my hand right now. Sure, Sonny, ruin the moment. He says, no guys will marry you. You might require sex. You won't marry me, Sonny? After all these years, you've been with me since the 80s. Bill Duff says, no, I will not marry you. Exit only. Okay, so I am so disappointed. Nobody says that we have to have sex. Exit only. Filthy, disgusting men. It's a frame of mind, okay? So Sonny and Bill Duff will not marry me. I think I'm going to cry. I thought we had something special together. I guess I was wrong. I've been jilted. That's okay. That's okay. Here, Bill Duff, you just announced that you get pedicures and all that. And that would be nice to look at your feet every night when I come home from a hard day on social media, getting knocked off by Zuckerberg and YouTube. Yeah. But I guess it's just not in the cards. I'll have to move on. How about you ladies? Would you take my hand in marriage? Or I guess I'm just not good enough here. It's okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll just have to move on. Maybe there's another group of stoneheads that would marry me. That's okay. The search continues. God, why do you forsake me? Bring me to life, O sweet Lord. I have been forsaken by my stonehead nation. Evanescence. And
Hey, guys.
hi, how are you? Good to see you. No, I'm not going to let you promote your video. Okay, I'm sorry. We got to move on with this broadcast, folks. Yes. All right. So, what else? There's an unsolved mystery here. Believe it or not, people are throwing ATM machines in the river. Now, my first question, I think, as the detective that I am, is how are people getting ATM machines? Yeah, they're throwing them in the river. How? How are they doing this, ladies and gentlemen? Well, we have a news story here for you. Maybe we'll find out more information from Stonehead News Team 69. Let's see if we can get to them right now. What the hell is going on, News Center Stonehead 69? I need to know what's happening here about this people dumping ATMs in the river.
An unusual discovery in a creek in northeast Washington has caught the attention of the FBI.
News 4 has learned a number of ATMs have been dumped in Watts Branch Creek in Marvin Gaye Park. News 4's Mark Seagraves has the latest on the investigation and the cleanup plan.
There's a lot of trash strewn along the banks of this creek here in northeast D.C. But this is what has the FBI involved. A spokesperson for the Metropolitan Police Department tells News 4 police are working with the FBI trying to trace the origin of these ATMs. As many as 20 of them discarded in the Watts Branch Creek. Neighbors tell us they've been finding discarded ATM machines along this creek for some time.
This will be a place where people can go down and maybe take their kids and walk to the parks. They shouldn't walk there and see ATMs.
Neighbors have taken to social media to complain about these two. Not far downstream, we found another. The D.C. Department of General Services tells News 4 they have found as many as 18 ATMs in this creek. DGS removed 8 ATMs from Watts Branch Creek along the Marvin Gaye Trail in January. Tomorrow, DGS will remove the remaining 10 ATMs and MPD will be on site. Not far from where we found the ATMs, we found this group of volunteers cleaning up the creek. They weren't surprised to hear about the ATMs.
Find a lot of weird stuff. As you see, you find a ATM in the creek. You find a payphone in the past. A lot of crazy stuff.
Unfortunately, scenes like this in neighborhood parks is not uncommon. Police are still investigating the hundreds of tires dumped in Anacostia Park last December. In Northeast, Mark Seagraves, News 4.
Thank you, Mark, whatever your hell the name is. All right, now, grammar is always important. We all make mistakes. We do. Grammar, I make mistakes sometimes. Autocorrect. The devil created autocorrect. I mean, somebody's going to get in real trouble there with the autocorrect thing. So a school is, I guess, banning some books. Maybe you've heard this story before. They have banned some books here. And so here's a list of the books, okay? Now, do you notice anything weird?
Tonight, we have received a list of more than 350 books approved for public schools in the state. This is from the Florida Department of Education, which was given to us through Duval County Public Schools. It includes approved books for all grade levels, including Curious George, Little Women, To Kill a Mockingbird, and Hamlet. We reached out to the state to see if more books will be approved and if there's a list of...
Okay, so those are the approved books, but did anybody notice anything wacky? Look to your right. I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell 12th. 12th grade. They got, 12th does not, no. So here they are, they released this. This is a school of the approved books, okay? And they did it on every page. 12th. To make matters worse, they also misspelled 9th, as in 9th grade. As well. They spelt it with a U. 9th grade. N-U. Maybe the people who run this school district have hair lips or they stutter. I'm not really sure. Or maybe they're just from West Virginia. I'm not really sure. There you go. So that's not how you spell 12th. Just letting you know. Priceless. Education is so important. Just saying. It's important. Yeah. Can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. Always check your work. Always check your work. I'm guilty sometimes. I rush through things and then, I look like an ass. Cosmic is checking in. He says, hey there, enjoying the show. Can you slip in some REO Speedwagon, Riding Out the Storm? Good song there, Cosmic. I'll tell you, I'll play that. Look for a cover right after this deep cut from Stevie Nicks. Up Stonehead News, so we can inform you, Stoneheads. Cosmic wants to hear R-E-O.
Right in the waiting for the thaw out on the full moon night in the Rocky Mountain winter. One bottle slow, watching for the snow and thinking about what I've been missing in the city. And I'm not missing a thing, watching the full moon crossing the ring, right in the storm out, right in the storm out, right in the storm out, right in the storm out. Lady beside me, she's been there to guide me, says that alone we finally found our home. Oh, the wind outside is frightening, but it's kinder than the lightning life in the sea. All alive to live, but you give back what you get. And I'm not missing a thing, watching the full moon crossing the ring, right in the storm out, right in the storm out, right in the storm out, right in the storm out. Oh, yes I am. Right in the storm out, waiting for the thaw out on the full moon night in the Rocky Mountain winter. One bottle slow, watching for the snow, and thinking about what I've been missing in the city. And I'm not missing a thing, watching the full moon crossing the ring, right in the storm out, right in the storm out, right in the storm out, right in, right in, right in the storm out.
There you go. Good version. One of our faves, the Lexington Lab Band doing REO Speedwagons, riding the storm out. And the king of factoids, Sonny, is correct. The song, the band got lost in a snowstorm on the way to a gig, and the song was written, and they got a big, I mean, that's one of the great classic rock songs, I would say. And then a producer got their greedy hands on them and said, you want to make some money? We need some hooks. We need some poppy songs. And thus the album High Infidelity was created, one of the big albums of 1980-something. And yeah, it had all those take it on. You take it on the wrong, you take it in the ass, baby. If that's the way you want. I don't think those are the lyrics. If that's the way you want it, baby, you take it. All right. Keep on loving you. They made a lot of money, man. That's the path. That's the crossroads for a band. Okay. Do you protect your integrity on this path, or do you go for the hits and make the money? It's hard to turn down the money. I understand that. But yeah, but in the old days, REO Speedwagon, they were, you know, they were a rocking band. They were. But then, you know, that's what happens. They become Nickelback a little bit. All right, superheroes. That's right. Jack Black evidently wants to be in a superhero movie and wants to be taken seriously. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. I think he's auditioning. Let's see how he does. I don't know. What can I tell you?
Oh, no way. What's up, Jamie Gun Gun? I was just taking a nap ski. No, dude, I can't. I've already played all the superheroes. I know I'd be incredible. All right, God damn it, I'll see you in a minute.
Laser vision. Dad, faster. Faster, Dad.
Nice job. I hope you get that job as Superman. I'm waiting for the new Deadpool movie to come out. I like Deadpool. You know why? Because it's campy and it makes fun of superheroes. That's why. He's my favorite. If I had to be one superhero, it'd be Deadpool. He's just dripping with sarcasm as he's fighting deviant people. Yes. There'll be a new one. There'll be a new one. Good luck, Jack Black, in your future endeavors. All right. Let's see. You know, people often come up to me and say, Perry, what do you do on the weekends? And I say, well, you know, it's kind of personal what I do on the weekends. It is. But sometimes I get bored. And let's just say I go to Walmart and I put, some things on people's cars. That's right. See, when I'm bored, I go to Walmart and put these on people's car windows. Call me, I'm pregnant. And you should see the looks. Especially a married couple. It's fun for the entire family. Hey, you got to do something when you're bored, right? Absolutely. Yes. All right, let's see. Somebody sent me this. We were talking about drag queens before. And as everyone knows, I think everyone knows, Aunt Jemima, they fired Aunt Jemima because, you know, that's racist, Uncle Ben's and so. So somebody sent this to me. I thought it was actually Mark Southworth. Hello, Mark from Florida. Aunt Jemima pancakes. Aunt Jemima pancakes put a black man dressed as a woman and wearing a blonde wig on Cheez-Its. We are living in the Twilight Zone. Yeah, really? This is the new Cheez-Its cover? Not that I like Cheez-Its. Yeah, that's good. So, okay, so the question is, I'd have to ask, why do we put, is that RuPaul? Is that RuPaul? I don't know my drag queens. Forgive me. But what is the purpose of putting her on the Cheez-It? Yes, they remove Aunt Jemima, but put a black man dressed as a woman wearing a blonde wig on Cheez-Its. You know, we often talk about people on food that shouldn't be, that are ugly. And I'm not accusing RuPaul of being ugly, but it's kind of like Uncle Ben turned me off as a child because Uncle Ben was not a nice-looking person. And why would you put Uncle Ben? You have to have an attractive person, like Paul Newman. Like I said, Paul Newman was an attractive guy, and he had the salad dressings. You walk up, and there's handsome Paul Newman looking at you. You want to get that. It's Paul Newman, a legendary actor, and he's handsome, right? Uncle Ben, no. Aunt Jemima? Sorry, sweetie, I'm sorry you lost your gig, but you are not attractive. It doesn't make me want to, eat. You got to put attractive people on there. I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, what's the purpose? Why does RuPaul get to be on the Cheez-It cover? I don't understand the significance of it. And of all the people. So Cheez-Its now is woke? Is that it? Even my food is woke now. God dang it, man. What the hell? Even in food. Who else is on? I don't know. I don't want to think about it. They should put me on some food item, okay? People will buy it. Can you imagine? Perry Stone maple syrup. See, you'd buy it. I'm telling you, I've had it with this wokey pokey stuff. Let's play that song again. I'm sick of it. Everybody now.
You put your feelings in, you take your logic out, you vote for Joe Biden, and you riot through your town. You do the wokey pokey and you spread your lies around. That's what it's all about. You bring your woke buddies in, you push others away. You learn gender studies, but you can't earn any pay. You do the wokey pokey thinking you are so profound. That's what it's all about. You say it's Exxon's fault that the world will burn, but I notice you don't take your bike to work. You do the wokey pokey and you spread your lies around. That's what it's all about. You do the wokey pokey, 'cause you're so wokey dokey. You do the wokey pokey thinking you are so profound. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, there we go. It makes me feel good to play that song. Got to get rid of the woke. Let's kill woke. That's our mission. Impossible. Back with Stonehead News. Next. It'll be epic.
Can you feel it, see it, hear it today? If you can't, then it doesn't matter anyway. You will never understand, 'cause it happens too fast. It feels so good, like walking on glass. It's so cool, so hip and so right. It's so groovy, it's out of sight. You can touch it, smell it, taste it so sweet, but it makes no difference, 'cause it knocks you off the feet. Say, you want it all, but you can't have it. It's crying, bleeding, lying on the floor. So you break down on it, then you do it some more. You got to share it, so you dare it, then you bear it, then you tear it. You want it all, but you can't
Good to the last drop. Okay, let's do the news. It's something we call Stonehead News.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York, this is NBC Nightly News. Reporting tonight, Harry Stone.
All right, let's see what's happening in the news today. Lots of stuff going on. None of it is good. Well, some of it is good. Our good friends at Meta, that would be Facebook. Hello, Mark Zuckerberg. He gave thousands of poor performance reviews to employees, but not me. I'm officially employed by Facebook. Yeah, you wouldn't dare write me up, Zuckerberg. Yeah. So he gave out thousands of poor performance reviews to employees, probably because they spent the entire day at the office on Facebook. That's why. Just thinking. The average American is too fat, it says here, to ride an attraction at Universal Studios' new Super Mario Land, but they will fit every ride at the new Rosie O'Donnell Land. Did you know 25% of people think there's a correlation between a person's dominant hand and their personality? 76% say they're right-handed, which I am right-handed. What does that mean about my personality? I don't know. A NASA satellite captured new images of the Earth from space. The photos are so detailed, you can actually see smog in India and gunfire in the United States. Today is no-brainer day. No-brainer day. To celebrate, Joe Biden will mumble, bumble, trip on stairs, so it's like every other day. A study found that having kids can reduce your happiness, but it can vastly increase your vodka consumption. Cocaine Bear made $23 million at the box office over the weekend, or as Hunter Biden calls it, the feel-good movie of the year. It's ironic that a movie about cocaine would produce really long lines. Bump. Thanks to the success of Cocaine Bear, there's a new movie out, or it will be out, in the works called Attack of the Meth Gator. We had that early in the show. Don't worry, something like this could never actually happen outside of Florida. Yoko Ono has left New York City after 50 years. In totally unrelated news, noise pollution levels in New York City are at record lows. Do you know you could pay Gene Simmons of Kiss at Abbey Road Studios? You can get a song recorded with Gene Simmons at Abbey Road Studios. Just be warned that after you leave, he'll replace your voice with someone else's and take the song on the road for the next 40 years. A man opened fire on New York City subway is a comedian. The man that opened up on fire in New York City is a comedian who was slated to perform in Times Square. On the bright side, comedy clubs in New York City are enjoying a record drop in heckling. It's too bad he can't perform now because he said he had some really killer material. Let's see. The Dilbert comic strip, I don't know if you know the Dilbert comic strip, has been dropped by several publishers after its creator Scott Adams made some pretty racist comments. On his YouTube show last week, Adams brought up a poll that asked people if they agreed with the statement, "It's okay to be white." In that poll, 26% of black people disagreed and others weren't sure. He said, quote, "If nearly half of all the blacks are not okay with white people, that's a hate group, and I don't want to have anything to do with them." Wow. He also said he would no longer help black Americans, and he added, quote, "Based on the current way things are and the way they're going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people." This is the creator of Dilbert. And he admitted that he himself had moved to distance himself from black people. Then on Sunday, Adams said, quote, "By Monday, I should be mostly canceled, so most of my income will be gone by next week. My reputation for the rest of my life has been destroyed. You can't come back from this." Wow. You know, a few scenes in the movie There's Something About Mary were filmed in Plantation, Florida, but when the city council found out what the movie was all about, they asked not to be included in the credits. It's a comedy. It was a great movie. The Motley Crue Def Leppard Stadium Tour won Rock Tour of the Year at the Polestar Awards. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. An upscale New Jersey restaurant has adopted a controversial new policy that may strike some as either heartless, stuffy, or just common sense. No kids under 10 allowed in the dining room. You're kidding me. Nettie's House of Spaghetti in Tinton Falls, New Jersey, recently announced the new rule on Facebook and Instagram, acknowledging that the ban on young children was likely to upset patrons, while saying it needed to take control of the situation. Quote, "We love kids. We really, truly do," the restaurant stated, but lately it's been extremely challenging to accommodate children at Nettie's. That means they don't like kids. Okay. What do you want to do here now? Do you want to do stupid mom jokes? Do you want to get that out of the way? Yeah, I know one person likes it, and that's Double D, Danielle Dameron. All right, let me set this up here. I just got an email. Mom jokes. Again, this is all to get the inheritance money, so don't shoot the messenger. All right, are we ready? Prepared. If you want a job in the moisturizer industry, the best advice I can give is to apply daily. They don't get better, just so you know. I don't understand the hate lazy people get. They didn't do anything. That's not bad. All right. I bought a new muzzle for my pet duck the other day. Nothing fancy, but it fits the bill. Ugh. What do you call a hen looking at lettuce? Chicken Caesar salad. I don't know. What? Let's see. Did you know toasters were the first form of pop-up notifications? That's all I have here, folks. I'm sorry. Thank you. Easy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get out of here, as you know, I collect fortunes. That's right. I don't know why, I just do, so don't blame me. It's my little thing. I think they're kind of nifty. Here's today's fortune. A dog that swallows jewelry is a diamond in the rough. What can I tell you? All right, well, that'll do it. That was the fortune. I can't help it, man. It's just, you know, it is what it is. Well, look at the time. We have to get out of here. I appreciate all that you do. Keep your virals coming in, your memes, your music suggestions. I don't know. Make my life much easier because I'm starting to get lazy in my old age. We'll see you tomorrow, too, for Tuesday, 3 to 6 p.m. Until then, I love you, Stoneheads.